are hoping to turn things around in this one.
Yeah, it's a new opportunity. And Kevin, I expect each side to be hungry and motivated to get this win. And if not, the struggles will continue.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. Morant kicks to Wells. Memphis moving it around. Shot left block. Edey gets the bucket.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
I was able to talk with Chauncey Billups for a minute. Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on defense, and by crunch time, maybe we can tire him just a little bit. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too. Jump ball.
Back to Jackson. Pass to Edey. Knocked loose and stolen by Sharp. And now Portland on the break. Three-pointer, Simon connects from three-point range.
Toughest 3 on the floor. No biggie for Simons.
Hey, Brent, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trail Blazers excel?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
The 3 from Morant. Portland grabs the miss. Sharp on the wing. Guarded by Bane. Here's Kamara. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Nice vision from the youngster. Sharp that time.
Morant passes to Jackson. Simons against Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. And again, it's Portland with the 3. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Portland?
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Pass to Sharp for 3. 6 to shoot. Here's Kamara. Here's Avdia. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession for the Trailblazers. Klingon, he's checked in for 8. Jeremy Grant comes in for Avdia. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Anferny Simons. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Santi Aldama comes in for Wells. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. Here's Kamara. And another turnover here by Portland.
I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Williams is checked in. Memphis also making some changes. Jackson comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Kennard in for Bane. Aldama with the ball. He's against Williams. Aldama passes to Pippen. Lets the 3 fly. And Klingon pulls it down.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Klingon's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Pass to Kennard. To the paint. And Aldama slams it in.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
Klingon the screen for Grant. And G.G. Jackson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 51 seconds left to play here in the first. The shot by Williams, no good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
The shot's good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The rebound by Pippen.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Here's Aldama, and it's Memphis with another. And here's Anderson. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 1. Pass to Klingon, stolen away. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Pippen, the pass to Kennard. Klingon with the steal. Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. Out to Henderson. From downtown. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Grizzlies. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Clark in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And Portland making a change here. Kamar is checked in. Edey's checked in for Memphis. Sharp. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 6. Simons from outside. Here's Sharp. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Simons missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Morant. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Shaedon Sharp. Morant against Simon. And it's Morant missing. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
Simon's playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in great rhythm.
The Grizzlies shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Ayton kicks to Simons. Pass to Ayton. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Memphis making a change here. Williams is checked in.
Checking in for the Grizzlies.
Ayton, the pass to Simons. Had a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Goes back up. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 5. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And that one's good. Thybulle. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times the coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
Here's the 3. Here's Ayton. Count it. Ayton's got his first 2 points of the night.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And the basket by Kamara.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look, a great setup for the bucket.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Simon.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
Klingon, he's checked in for Portland. Henderson comes in for Anferni Simons. Santi Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Conchar comes in for Bain.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And Morant gets it to go.
Hard trying to contain Morant. When he makes up his mind he's going to score, he goes full force.
Ball's knocked loose. Morant with the steal. Oh, he jams it right over Scoot Henderson. Look at it. Wow.
We all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
And then Morant slams it in.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hop.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that. Got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Several teams changing it up here. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly, caught the defense totally off guard. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. No good with the layup. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Trailblazers.
Few defenders can keep up with Sharp in the open floor. This guy is electric.
Shot to stop the run. Williams with the block. Here's Sharp. He takes it in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 4-point Portland lead.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes it.
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
We are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And a chance here to just double-check the ruling on the floor. I'm not really sure if he got it off in time or not, so I appreciate the second look as well.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers lead by 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
You've got Anferni Simon. Andre Ayton out there with Avdia. Then it's Sharp. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Avdia, the pass to Sharp, going inside, and he makes good on the layup. And now that's 11 points for Shaedon Sharp.
Called gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
So every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
That's to Wells. To the middle. Here's Edey. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Memphis trailing here. And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
Matisse Thybulle's checked in for the Trailblazers. The Grizzlies also making a change. Pippen's checked in.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Simons kicks to Thybulle. Outside, Avdia. Thybulle, the pass to Simons. Ayton wide open. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Jackson. And good that time. Jackson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Poked away. Pippen dishes to Jackson. Payne for three. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
And dropping the sledgehammer there. He curbs a 10-0 run by Memphis.
Pass to Edey. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And that one drops. Edey's got his third bucket of the night. Trailblazers trail by 7. Driving in. Thybulle finds Simons. Back to Thybulle. No good on the triple. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. It's Pippen on the way. Outside Jackson, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Clingan, he's checked in for DeAndre. Robert Williams comes in for Avdia. Grant, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Henderson subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Buries the long-range jumper. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Henderson. Pass to Grant. Here's Sharp from deep. Traps in the tray.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Kennard for three. Henderson pulls it in. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Portland. Down low. Here's Clingan. And it's Clingan with the jam.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. That's a two from Kennard. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Kennard's got 5.
This is what Kennard is out there to do. He has the green light to fire away.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Pass to Clingan. And it's Clingan with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. What a kill!
Fans loving that right there.
What a kill!
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
Got a piece of it. Jackson against Grant. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Memphis. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. And again, Memphis no good. Three-pointer. Aldama with the rebound. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Teardrop shot. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Shoots over Aldama. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Grizzlies have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Clark finds Kennard. Hands it from downtown. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
This guy can flat out shoot it. Kennard comfortable anywhere on the floor at any moment.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. Ayton, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Jeremy Grant. Memphis also making some changes. Wells comes in for Jackson. And it's John Morant in for Luke Kennard. Pass to Henderson. And then Henderson with the jam.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Here's Kamara. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Henderson kicks to Avdia. A three-pointer off the mark. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Morant. A kick out to Bain. Five on the clock. Pass to Aldama. Wells dishes to Morant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Portland, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far.
Simons choosing to drop that dime instead of forcing his own play.
And Aldama has it in the corner. The Grizzlies with another miss. The Trailblazers have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Outside, Avdia. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That free throw, good from Avdia. And Portland making a change here. Sharp's checked in. Edey's checked in for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And he can't make it. 3 for 3. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant with it. Now Avdia defending. And that one's good. Morant.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Sharp. Portland moving the ball. And the free ball is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
And it's crucial, but Simons takes that responsibility and gets it done.
Morant passes to Bain. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Here's Simon. Oh, what a jam! Simon!
Finding a way through. Contact comes Simon's way, and he just avoids it.
And Morant throws it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Simons with the ball. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Morant looking around. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so is Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. The lead is 2. beyond the arc. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Sharp on the wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul. Swinging, he's checked in for 8. On defense, Memphis. Here's Simon. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy.
The coach's challenge has been issued. This is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
No good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can handle the second. So neither attempt will fall that time frame. The shot and game clock separated by... Oh!
Yeah. Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Pass to Edey. And here's Morant. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those free throws. Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg, yeah, showing off the bunny. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. What a shot.
people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Paz make up the backcourt. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. Kamari, no good. And here are the Warriors now. Outside Curry. Pass to Green. The 3 ball. Drops in the 3.
One of the primary ways Green helps this offense, operating as a stretch big.
Outside Sharp. He drops it from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Curry. Shoots over Simons. Curry, that's good.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
Now here's Green. Misses the 3. Simons against Curry. It's Sharp on the wing. There's Simons with a 3. Knocks down the triple.
Growing his passing game. Sharp knows being able to reliably create for others will really round out his skill set.
Simons against Curry. Launches a 3. That shot is off. Portland has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. It's Aiden with the drive. Sharp finds Simons. Here's the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And the Warriors miss again. Portland leading. From downtown. Pass to Kamari. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Green. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for Golden State. Here's Green. Butler, a screen on Avdia. Shoots. And it's Green missing.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Sharp, no good. The Warriors have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Green, the pass to Curry. And there's 1:45 left in the opening quarter. Shot clock at 6. Outside Pajemski. Sends it home from three-point land.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
It's Sharp with the drive. It's tipped. And here's Simons outside. Again, the miss by Portland. The Warriors have gone 3 of 8 so far. Well, Stan, you coached against some really tough players in your day. Where does Jimmy Butler stand right now? What makes him Jimmy Butler?
Well, I think, Brian, he's just a great competitor. He wants to take on the biggest challenges when he's on the defensive end, and on offense, he is willing to attack anyone.
Sharp, no good. The Warriors leading. And a deep 3 from Curry. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Curry's got 5.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
And that one's good. Sharp.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Avdia against Green. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Kamari. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Curry. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. For three, Klingon. Pure from three-point range. 8 seconds left to play in the first. Left side, Curry. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
We've got Henderson. Williams is out there with Klingon. Then it's Jeremy Grant, and it's Thibault in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Portland starting the second. Now here's Moody. The 3. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Lets it go. Williams misses.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Back to Hield. From deep three-point range. And Klingon pulls it down. Blazers trail by 5. And he lobs it up top. Oh, hello. Time Lord with the oop.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Curry gets the bucket.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's 3-ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Grant finds Thibault. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Curry surveys. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Outside Moody. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Now the Blazers moving it up. And Grant gets it to go.
Yeah, a tremendous athlete. Grant excels on the fast break.
Up top, Curry, defended by Henderson. For 3. The shot misses. And it's Henderson with the ball for Portland. They trail by 3. Pass to Klingon. Here's Williams. Fade away. Bearing his second of 3 attempts. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
The Trailblazers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And here's Curry for 3. Curry with another miss. Portland has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Thibault. Fires in the triple. Thibault's got his first 3 points of the game. 1:50 left in the second quarter. And here's Kuminga for 3. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Williams. To the left wing. Henderson for 3. The rebound by Moody. The Warriors have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. 4-3, Stephen Curry.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
For 3, Klingon. It's rebounded by Golden State. Outside Hield. Pass to Curry. 1:03 left in the second. Back to Hield. 6 to shoot. Fires for three. Williams grabs the board. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Outside Thibault. Some room here for Williams. Again, the miss by Portland.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Curry with it. Henderson picks him up. Three-pointer. Nice move. Oh, sweet move. Outside Kuminga. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Moody. Williams grabs the board. Outside Thibault. Fades back. That shot no good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Warriors on top, leading by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
On the floor for the Warriors. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt, and it's Butler in at the 3. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career. And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
There's Simons with a 3. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Podziemski. Here's Butler. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. There's Simons with a 3. Drills it from deep. Simons got his 2nd basket on the night.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Curry against Simons. Now Butler. Back to Curry. The 3. And Curry with the answer.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
And it's Simons missing. The Warriors trailing. Here's Podziemski. No good from outside. The Trailblazers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. To the wing, right side. Ayton with a screen. Pass to Avdia. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Golden State. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And here's Green from the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Portland has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now here's Podziemski. From behind the arc. Drains the triple. Podziemski's got 6 points. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Three-pointer Sharp. Hits a three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Well, the Warriors shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. The shot by Looney, no good. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Offensive rebound. Three-pointer Sharp. Buries it from 3. He's got 12.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Pajemski's shot is good.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Ayton with a screen. Three-pointer Sharp. Another three for Portland.
Showing off some playmaking abilities with the pick and roll. I know coach likes seeing this from Sharp.
Outside Pajemski. Takes a three. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Outside Sharp. Ayton, a screen on Butler. Three-pointer Sharp. Offensive board. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Count it. Sharp's got 20.
And so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
Sharp against Butler. There's the triple. And Ayton pulls it down. Now the Blazers moving it up. Launches it. Sharp, no good. Pajemski with it. It'll count. No good on the buzzer beater. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Trailblazers leading by 7. And we're coming back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Klingen out there with Denny Avdia. And it's Grant in at small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And a deep three from Curry. The long distance three is buried. Give him 20.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Sharp has the open look. Gets stolen by Heel. And they're pushing it up. Here's Curry. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul of the game. Jackson Davis is checked in for Kuminga. Portland leading by 4. Three-pointer Sharp. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Outside Heel. On the wing, Curry. Spins. 6 on the shot clock. The floater. Oh, a delicate floater by Curry.
A skillful shot by Curry. He makes the short-range floater look effortless.
Henderson, the pass to Sharp. 4-3. Outside for Grant. Outside Sharp. They double him with Curry. Outside Sharp. Overhealed. Again, the miss by Portland. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Green. Here's the pick to take the lead. Portland with a rebound. It's Sharp on the wing. He's covered by Curry. And Sharp the bucket on the assist by Henderson. Sharp's got 23.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
And here's Curry for three. Outside heel. Beyond the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Hield's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Avdia left side. Lets the three fly. Another three for Portland.
And it's even more satisfying when you answer with a three, and it looks like they're putting the game out of reach.
Green with a screen on Henderson. Curry, no good.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Three-pointer Sharp. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Green, the pass to Curry. And there's 1:38 left in the fourth. Here's Hield. Golden State needs to get off a shot. That won't go either for Curry.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
In transition, here come the Warriors. And again, no good by Golden State. And here's Grant from the arc. Connects from downtown. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Yeah, great find right there by Henderson. He is such a gifted facilitator.
Jackson Davis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Sharp. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. The three. He connects. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
Three-pointer Sharp. And the three-pointer goes.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's Sharp on the wing. Grant with a screen on heel. Three-pointer Sharp. The Trailblazers rebound. From deep. No good. And so Portland takes the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Now Golden State's starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. And it's Butler in at small forward.
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant. He can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
It's up a 3. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. Now, I asked him who has him worried out there on the floor, and his answer was Draymond Green. He told me he's a high-effort, high-IQ player who can be so effective. Right now, our plan is to stay physical with him and not let him dictate the terms out there. Of course, this means a hard-fought contest down low. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Here's Green following the score by Memphis. And here's Morant. The tray. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
If Morant knocks those down consistently, you got zero chance on defense.
Curry with the steal. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Takes the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got 8 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. That's a 2 from Butler. Over Jackson. They kick it out to Green. Jacks up a 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Bane launches it from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Now Jackson Davis. They get it back. Podziemski finds Jackson Davis. Offline with his 3. Stripped it away. The shot. He drains the quick shot. Memphis is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Edey. It's stolen by Curry. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody down. Morant with the steal. Here's Edey. Close and off the glass. That one's good. He's got 6. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Podziemski. Still scoreless. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Jackson.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Santi Aldama's checked in for Edey. And the Warriors also making a change. Moody's checked in. And Aldama slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Now Aldama. Following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Aldama. Draymond Green with the rebound. Warriors trail by 5. Podziemski's shot is good.
As team first as anyone in this league, Green is always looking to dish.
Here's Aldama. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Podziemski, and he's good on the 3-ball. Podziemski's got his second bucket of the night. The 3 from Morant. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Grizzlies lead by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
We've got Wells. Santi Aldama is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Pippen in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Warriors trail by 8. Podziemski with it. Now guarded by Wells. They grab their own miss. Pass to Moody. For 3. Sinks the triple.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Memphis leading by 5. And you look at the Grizzlies' defense the last few years. RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
Kennard's shot is off. Golden State's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Moody's shot is off. The Grizzlies have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Kept alive. Warriors trail by 5. Here's Kuminga. Bangs on the trifecta.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to deal with it.
Aldama. Second shot opportunity, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Vince Williams is checked in for the Grizzlies. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Gary Payton comes in for Brandon Podziemski. And Kennard launches it from deep. The Grizzlies with another miss. Warriors have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Kuminga. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Fires the 3. Drills the 3-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Moody's shot is off. Memphis has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Kennard's shot is off. Warriors trail by 3. Offside, Kuminga knocks down the 3-ball. Kuminga's got 6 points. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Looney passes to Moody. And it's off from 3-point range. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Pass to Aldama. Clark with it. It's stolen by Kuminga. Healed from outside. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And that's what Hield is paid to do. Stretch the floor for this offense.
Kennard, the pass to Aldama. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. On the wing, Payton. Fires from deep. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got 5 rebounds tonight. Williams for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Payton, that's good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Aldama gets the bucket.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Moody finds Looney. Fires the 3. Left side, Kuminga. Kuminga, screen on Clark.
Moses Moody for 3.
He got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's a tie game in Memphis. It's time now to go courtside. I thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
He doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Man, how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. It's a 1-point game. They get it again. Green kicks to Curry. Fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson up top, defended by Butler. Here's Edey. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Bane inside the three-point line. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. The offensive rebound outside for Curry. Curry making it look so easy.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Edey gets the bucket.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Curry against Morant. Curry looking around. Fires for 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Bane, no good. The Warriors trail. Here's Jackson Davis. No good with the triple. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. After earning the #2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
Ja Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bane missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
Here's Morant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Curry, that's good.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Morant, that's for 2. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. It's tipped. There's 1:17 left here in the third quarter. A shot by Pajemski, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3 on the Wayne Bane. Butler with the steal. Pass to Jackson Davis. From downtown, it's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got his 6th rebound on the night. Payton for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, hit a little pump fake, and then off to the races. Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
It's a lack of focus. That's all it is. But it can be a wake-up call for teams that have gotten too careless. The rules are rules.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Wells comes in for Jackson. Konchar's checked in for Bane. And it's Kennard in for Morant. Wells dishes to Clark. High post, Jackson. Kennard on the wing. Launches it. And it's, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And that's a crucial.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Warriors ahead. They're up by 1. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
They're just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. John Konchar out there at Pippen. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then there's Wells, and it's Clark in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Curry outside. Good on the 3-point shot. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Some changes for Memphis. Bane comes in for John Konchar, and it's Ja Morant in for Pippen. And Curry has it in the corner. The 3. They get it again. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 6 in the quarter. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Clock is at 3, and it's Morant missing. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Looney. It's Clark with the rebound.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Wells passes to Morant. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's Green missing.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Morant passes to Bain. Clark for 3. And another miss by Memphis. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. From past the arc. And Bain pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Morant. Can't connect from short range. The Warriors have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Here's Curry with the 3. They kick out to Hield. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Warriors lead by 8.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Now here's Morant for 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
And that one's good by Butler.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Will it go? Up again. It's good on the putback.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Morant with the steal.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me. But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Edie's checked in for the Grizzlies. Then for the Warriors, Trace Jackson-Davis comes in for Looney. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Hield. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Morant kicks to Jackson. Here's Wells. No good from outside. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. From deep, Green can't hit that one. Grizzlies shooting 43% from the floor. Here's Edie. That's his first miss in 9 shots from the field. Here's Golden State. They've led by as many as 11 points. Jackson-Davis. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game, because this one looks a bit out of reach.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Pass to Jackson-Davis. Floats it up for Curry. Morant with the steal. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. So we see the Warriors get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team. All right, David, thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist. And the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Here's the starting group for Portland. Shaden Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the 3 slot. And stolen by Bane. Fast break. Here we go. Simons with a steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Pass to Kamare. There's the triple. Kept alive. Out to Simons. It's stolen away. It's a one-on-one situation. Oh, got a piece of it. Simons with a steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Avdia.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
Pass to Sharp. There's a screen. Pulls up on the wing. Avdia finds Simons. Outside Sharp. Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Portland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And here's Simons outside. Sinks the tray.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Morant into the lane.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Simons against Morant. Outside Sharp. Let's go with a 3. Here's Simons. And stolen by Morant. Got it. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. How they'll go about defending DeAndre Ayton came up, and coach told me once Ayton gets deep, it's too late. We need to find him early and not let him set up down low. Push him out to the line. That's a lot to be pushing around with Ayton being as big as they come, guys.
And Allie, thanks.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Tipped away. Payne, pass to Morant. Six to shoot. There's the 3. Here's Edey. It's covered by Ayton. The offensive rebound. Pass to Edey. Goes up with it again. That one goes in. Blazers trail by 3. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
A line change here for Memphis. Henderson outside. And it's all from three-point range. Memphis leading by 3. But Brent, when it comes to Scoot Henderson, his mobility alone causes problems.
No doubt about his explosiveness, BA, being one of the things he uses as a weapon. So if he gets confidence in that outside shot, people start pressing up on him. You're going to see that quick first step and Scoot Henderson getting to the rim and becoming more impactful offensively.
Here's Aldama. Off target from three-point range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Thibault, that's good.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Henderson. Has to Klingon. Grant outside. Outside, Williams. Uncovered. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Now, making plays isn't something Grant is worried about, but he will make smart passes if he can.
Portland leading. To the paint. 26 seconds left in the opening quarter. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Now here's Aldama. Williams defending. From behind the arc. Tybal with the board. Williams in the post. Guarded by Aldama. Over to the left wing. Here's Klingon. Misses the baby hook. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Portland ahead. They're up by 1. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Anthony Simons out there with Shaedon Sharpe. Then it's Jeremy Grant. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Avdia in at power forward. Pass to Jackson. Now Clark. From deep. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit.
Oh, Ja Morant, my goodness.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Simons with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. Ayton with a screen. Here's Grant. Pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
What a finish by Ayton, using those long arms to snatch that pass up high.
Here's Clark. He got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Avdia. Edey's checked in for Memphis. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Kamara, he's checked in for Grant. Here's Morant. Jackson finds Williams. Oh, from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Williams has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
And that one's good. Morant.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going off, look out.
He's feeling it. Here's Edey. It's covered by Ayton, and it's Edey missing. Blazers trail by 4. 3-pointer Sharpe. The rebound by Jackson.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Oh, stolen by Morant. Pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Here's Edey. Defended by Avdia. With the fadeaway. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Here's Edey. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop. Edie's gotten his second bucket. Blazers trail by 6. Here's Ayton. Here he goes, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Ayton at 7 feet tall does have some handle, so just giving you another layer to his game.
Simons against Morant. Pass to Jackson. Here's Edie. Shoots over Ayton. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
The closer, the better for him. That's what you want.
Simons with it. Guarded now by Williams. Corner shot. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. Here's Edie. He's covered by Ayton. Here's Edie. Shoots over Ayton. And it's Memphis with another. 58 seconds left in the second. And it's Simons with the ball for the Trailblazers. 8-point game. Pass to Ayton. Outside Sharp. Fires for 3. Hits the trifecta. Sharp's got 6 points.
A very capable shooter. Sharp is very confident pulling the trigger from deep.
Morant surveying the floor. Here's Edie. Another shot, and the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go.
Oh, flying high, throwing it down.
Oh my!
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
They get the rebound. Pass to Kamari. The 3-ball. Counted from distance. Kamari's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Edie. He's covered by Ayton. Fades and shoots. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Edie out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Henderson for 3. Memphis with a rebound. Now here's Morant. Pass to Edie. Shoots over Klingon. Second shot opportunity. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Henderson with a screen on Morant. Oh, stolen by Morant. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Outside Bane. Clock at 6. Fader on the way. And Klingon pulls it down. Blazers trail by 6. Simons with it. Jackson in his pocket. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Simons has got 5 now.
And Simons right now just assertive and confident in his offensive game.
And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Graham.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Memphis with a rebound. Edie's got 8 rebounds in the game. Henderson against Morant. Pass to Edie. Shoots over Klingon. Off target with a jump hook. Blazers trail by 6. Here's Simons. There's the drive. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Such a dynamic offensive player. Great speed, great hops. Simons hard to stop when he makes his move.
Here's Edie. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there. The Trailblazers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Klingon. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Banked it in off the glass.
At 7'2", Klingon is very comfortable in the paint, and he can just own that area.
Aldama outside. Kennard on the wing, covered by Thibault. Aldama in the post, working on Williams. Aldama no good.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Grizzlies lead by 4. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Henderson for 3. They grab their own miss. Klingon's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Kennard for 3. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Blazers trail by 4. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's Klingon. Ooh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Conchar comes in for Kennard. Ayton, he's checked in for Portland. And so it's Memphis with it. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Clark. And another miss by Memphis.
Yeah, I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Ayton draws the double. Williams on the wing. Back to Ayton. To the inside. And stolen by Clark.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
And every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Ayton against Clark. Second chance effort. And Ayton with the lay-in. Ayton's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
It's stolen by Henderson. And no good. And we've reached the end of the third. Memphis ahead, up 5. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, we've got Sharp. He's out there with Anthony Simons. Jeremy Grant out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the 4-man spot. Here's Ayton. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
The big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with. And Ayton is dealing. Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Klingon, he's checked in for Portland. Avdia comes in for Grant. Avdia from outside. The Trailblazers rebound. Here's Kamare. For 3, Klingon. Cleared away by Wells. Kennard with it. Now guarded by Simons. From the arc. Kicks it out to Jackson. From downtown. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Avdia's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Klingon, defended by Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Avdia. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Portland again missing. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 3-point lead. Three-pointer. Avdia pulls it in. Avdia's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And there's the foul. It's on John Conchar. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Memphis. Edey comes in for Jackson. And it's Morant in for Conchar. On the wing, Simons. Pounded by Morant. Kamari, that's good. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Simons choosing to drop that dime instead of forcing his own play.
Morant against Simons. Pass to Edey. Shoots over Klingon. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Edey's got 10 points here in the second half. The drive by Simons. And he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, Simons' athleticism so quick off the floor.
Memphis has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Edey. Shoots over Klingon. And it's Edey missing. Picked it out of midair. Shoots over Klingon. And connects on the 9-footer. Edey's got 22 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Well, they've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, your confidence grows, and you win that turnover battle.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
He misses the free throw. Bain, he's checked in for Kennard. Ayton, he's checked in for Portland. Thibault comes in for Kamara. Blazers trail by 3. Simons finds Ayton. Offline with a 3. The Grizzlies have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Morant, pass to Bain. Jackson on the wing. Pass to Edey. And again, it's Memphis missing. The Trailblazers have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. Avdia, good.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
Up top, Morant. He's covered by Simons. Oh, they get a hand on it. Thibault with a steal. To take the lead. And it's Simons missing. Well, the Grizzlies shooting 40% so far in this one. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, what composure from Jackson Jr. Not allowing the pressure of the moment to get to him.
Outside Sharp. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Memphis with it. Pass to Wells. Thibault with a steal. Now the Blazers moving it up. 4-3. Laces one from 3.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And here's Morant outside. And it's Portland with a rebound.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Here's Portland now. They're on a 16-7 run. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Three-pointer Sharp. Knocks down the long J. And the Trailblazers lead by 7. On target from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And the Grizzlies call time here. 1 second left in the game. Your thoughts, guys?
Timeout. Well, their only hope is for somebody to hit a three-pointer and get fouled for an and one. I'd be surprised if there's a defender anywhere in the vicinity of a three-point attempt.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Bain from deep three-point land. So it's the Trailblazers taking the W in a close one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned.
To move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience. It takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Anthony Simon. Andre Ayton out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. And it's Kamare in at the 3 slot. Now, Avdia, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Pass to Kamare. Back to Sharpe. And Simons has it in the corner. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Clock at 2. Sharpe finds Ayton. Green against Sharpe. Spins. Outside, Green. Green with a screen on Simon. High post try, and the basket by Curry. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
That bucket in no time at all.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And here's Sharpe after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Lets it go with the three. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And it's the Warriors on the break. The three trains the three-pointer. He's got 11.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Curry against Simon. Portland, no good that time either.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
That shot wide open.
And this is why Butler is so dangerous. He's not afraid to take any shot if he likes the angle.
Avdia kicks to Simons. And they get it. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Now here's Curry, 11 points in the game. Butler feeling it out a bit. No good on the three. Trailblazers trail by 5. Back to Simons. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Simon. You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
The Warriors making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 14 points. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Now here's Green. Hasn't made one yet. Fades. Another miss by Curry. Trailblazers trail by 8. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Klingon, defended by Butler. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Pajemski on the wing. He's covered by Grant. Curry, a screen on Grant. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Warriors ahead. They're up by 8. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then there's Buddy Hield. And it's Post in at the center position. Andre Ayton's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Into the line for the Trailblazers. Number 2.
Warriors leading by 8. Now Pajemski, still without a basket. Outside Kuminga. From the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Loads of expectations come with going number 1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Kamar is checked in, and it's Simons in for Henderson. Kuminga, screen on Simon. Pajemski drains it from beyond the arc. Pajemski's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Kuminga dishes to Payton. Pass to Post. That's good, and it's Payton with the assist. Post has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella. And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Looney's checked in for Golden State. Warriors leading by 12. Pass to Post. This one for 3. Back to Pajemski. Takes a 3. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Inside. It's stolen. On the wing, Payton. Nothing on the board. Trailblazers trail by 15. Here's Sharp. The rebound by Post.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Hield from outside. He can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Kept alive. Here's Ayton. Lays it up off the glass.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
To the inside. The kick out to Simons. It's good from long range. Simons has got 12. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity, but Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. Here's Looney. And the Warriors miss again. Trailblazers trail by 10 to the wing right side. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Warriors shooting around 40% from the floor here. They double him with Ayton. That one wide left.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
And it's Sharp missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors going into the break with a 10-point lead. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. We've got Avdia and Fernie Simons out there with Shaedon Sharpe. Then there's Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the three, the small forward. Curry fires from way outside, from beyond the arc, and then some. Curry's got the first field goal of the second half for the Warriors. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone who are running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Pass to Jackson Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. And there it is for him. Trailblazers trail by 12. Simons surveying the D. Sharpe the pass to Avdia. There's the three. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Off target from outside. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Three-pointer, Simon. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Curry with the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Kamare's got his first 3 points of the game. Butler up top. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And the Warriors lead by 11.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Avdia with a screen for Simon. Takes it inside. Pass to Sharpe. There's the screen. From outside, off the mark. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Stephen Curry, what a shooter.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Here's Sharp. Misses in close.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Trailblazers trail by 14. Simons from outside. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Warriors leading by 11. Butler a screen on Avdia. And the Warriors miss again.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Kamare. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Curry with it. And Simons picks him up defensively. Trailblazers trail by 11. 3-pointer. Draymond Green pulls it in. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Pass to Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Off target with his 3. The Trailblazers shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. It's deflected. Butler with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Another miss by Curry.
Well, I can guarantee his coach isn't happy with his production this quarter. He's hurting their offense right now with all the shots he's missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Butler with the steal. Shoots the 3. They get it back outside Curry. That 3 off the mark. Out to the wing. Back to Simons. Portland no good that time either.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stand.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Gary Payton II is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Kevon Looney. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Hield in at the 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Avdia's checked in. Right side Kuminga. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 10. Now here's Henderson. Here's Klingon. Misses the 3. Klingon with the steal. For the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Hield outside. And stolen by Thibault. Out on his own on the break. The tray gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thibault's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Kuminga, screen on Henderson. Podziemski, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
On the wing, Hield. Defended by Thibault. Pass to Podziemski. Puts up a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Podziemski's got 8 here in the quarter. You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after timeout plays. About how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your Warriors.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Kuminga. Pass to Pajemski. Payton against Grant. Just 5 to shoot. A second chance effort. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Avdiev's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Klingon. That three off the mark.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
The three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Third team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
So both teams making some changes here. Good on the second free throw.
3 shots.
Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Trailblazers trail by 12. Portland no good that time either.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Henderson, no good. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Pass to Sharp. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. Warriors leading by 12. Curry fires from way out. Good! Oh, what a shot!
Oh, my gosh. He made that?
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Curry way outside. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Sharp, the pass to Ayton. Launches it. From the arc, Avdiev finds Henderson. Three-pointer. Good on the triple.
Scoot Henderson. Three-pointer.
And here are the Warriors now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Sharp. Clock at 4.
Scoot Henderson.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Even. Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
And here's Memphis's starting group. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Bain. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3. Now here's Butler. Fades away. The rebound by Jackson.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Moran. He takes it in. The Warriors pull it in.
Try to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, I don't know, about a week.
Left side, Green. Launches it. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant, the pass to Wells. Here's Edey. Green covering. Goes back up. And it's Edey missing. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Throws it up high. Lays it in off the pretty lob.
That's a fantastic decision by Curry. Defense too focused in on Steph.
Richard, for years, the Grizzlies' team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Now here's Bain, defended by Pajemski. Bain, no good. The Warriors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Inside, outside for Green. Moody from outside. And that comes off the assist by Green.
As team first as anyone in this league, Green is always looking to dish.
From deep, Morant. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Curry's shot is off. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Edey. Here's the 3. He buries it from 3.
What a pass from Moran. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
This one for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. He said Ja Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch him. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And so it's Golden State with it after the basket by Memphis on the other end. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Edey for 3. And another 3 for Memphis.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
The electric Ja Morant. High-flying, fast, fearless. Where's that mentality come from, RJ?
There is just a fearlessness like you mentioned. Most players, you just have that mindset. You don't care. You're going to attack the rim. Doesn't matter if you could potentially get hurt. You are going to take off. That mindset is a level of aggressiveness that only Ja Morant possesses.
Curry against Morant. Pass to Edey. Over Moody. And it's Edey missing. The Warriors trailing. Green for 3. Memphis with a rebound. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Edey. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Edey's got 10 points in the game.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Moody from outside. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
The all-around game of Butler. He's all about sharing the rock and getting his guys involved.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Edey, that's good. 12 points for him. Warriors trail by 3. Curry passes to Green. And the Warriors with another three.
Must have been too good to pass up because Green is kind of picky from the arc.
Over to the wing. Here's Edey. Got it up. Buried.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
Draymond Green has been on display. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Kuminga is out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Post in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Clark grabs the board. And Memphis shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
And a deep three from Curry. No good. And that makes him 0 for 3. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. The deep three from Kennard. And again, it's Memphis missing.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Here's Pippen. He's covered by Curry. Puts up a three. Aldama, no good. The Warriors leading. And Hield puts up a deep three. And again, no good by Golden State. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Oh, he made it! It's good! It is good!
That just
he
happened.
somehow made it!
That just happened.
Deflects the pass. Here's Pippen. Still no points. Kennard for three. Sinks it from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Kennard's got 5 points.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Kuminga. Clock at 6. And there's the lob. Pass to post. Three-pointer. The shot, no good.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
Jackson Davis' screen. Here's Pajemski. No good with the triple. Memphis leading. Here's Aldama. No good on the triple. And the Warriors shooting a low 28% so far in this one. That three's off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Conchar. Aldama outside. The three is up. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
For Memphis, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Kennard way outside. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. And the Warriors with possession. They trail by 1. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Looney's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. For 3. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
Butler's checked in for Heel. Edey's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Kennard. And he makes all 3. Then how about Brandon Pajemski, Richard? When he's given the minutes, he can stuff the stat sheet.
Yeah, even when it comes to his rebounding, BA, that's the result of great heart, great hustle, and great timing. His teammates feed off his energy.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Memphis making a switch here. Baines checked in. Edey, that's good.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Looney. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Looney's got 5 points now this quarter. Grizzlies trail by 5. Edey for 3. The rebound by Moody. Golden State with the ball. Looney inside. Jackson on him. From 7. No good off the back of the rim. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Memphis shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. The Grizzlies making a switch here. It's a close one here in San Francisco. Here's Edey, covered by Jackson Davis. Blocked!
More of a positional defender. That time Green sends it back.
Moody from outside. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Edey. 2 on the clock. And that's not gonna go. And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
To center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. On the court for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Edey, Green covering. And it's Edey missing. The Warriors lead by 7. Green with the ball, guarded by Morant. Top of the key. Memphis with a rebound.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
BA, they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting a low 30% from the floor. Curry passes to Green, and stolen by Morant. Pass to Wells. Here's Edey. Green covering. Here's Edey. Over Green. Oh, it's blocked by Green. The 3. Green able to hit from 3.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Here's Edey. Hits the jump hook. Edey's got 20. And the Warriors with possession here. 6-point lead. Here's Butler. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. The Grizzlies have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Edey, that's good.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
The Warriors have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside Morant. Down low. Tipped. To the middle. And it's Butler with the jam.
Just a ferocious finish. Butler is a force out there. I mean, he really plays with a big chip on his shoulder.
Here's Edey. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Edey's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Nails it from 3.
Yeah, Green knows he has to act fast, so he wastes no time finding the shot.
Edey, that's good.
This is Ja Morant.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
And the Warriors make some changes. Payton's checked in for Moody. And it's Buddy Hield in for Podziemski. Clark is checked in for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Jackson. Here's Green. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Green's got 16 points.
And it's an added bonus when Green has games like these. Keep riding his hot hand.
And when we talk about players who impact winning, Draymond Green is high on that list, RJ.
And the amazing thing, his career scoring average is in the single digits. Draymond does it with his passing and directing the defense and gives his teams energy.
Here's Curry. Misses, and you know he wants that one back.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Very comfortable from the mid-range. Green sinking Jays.
Here's Morant. Oh, Green with a block. And they get it back. The 3 from Bane. The rebound by Payton. The Warriors lead by 5. Hield for 3. Clark grabs the board. Clark's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Takes a 3. Clark grabs the board. Clark's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Morant with it. Now guarded by Curry. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Showing that rebounding isn't all about size. It's about will and effort.
And here's Clark for 3. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Payton. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Grizzlies.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Kennard for 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Grizzlies trail by 5. We've got Kevon Looney, Brandon Podziemski out there with Buddy Hield. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga, and it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. That's the Warriors 5. Here's Podziemski. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And the Grizzlies shooting just under 40% from the field. Aldama, no good. The Warriors shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Jackson Davis misses.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
It's stolen. And the Warriors pushing it up now. The 3 is up. And Hield, good for 3. Hield's got his first 3 points of the game. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break, converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Healed against Kennard. Clark on the double. And the foul on Santi Aldama. That's his first foul of the game. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis.
Substitution on the court.
And here are the Warriors now. 2-point game. Outside Pajemski. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Memphis with a rebound. Aldama's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Kennard to take the lead. And another 3 for Memphis.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Pajemski's shot is good.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And here's Kuminga for 3. Memphis with a rebound. Jackson's got rebound number 8 now. Pippen pass to Kennard. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And the defense has to know that taking away his 3 is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long with that shot. It makes no sense.
Pass to Kennard. Jacks up a 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds now. Healed for 3. That shot off. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Here's Kennard. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. Off the mark there with a 3. The Grizzlies have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. And another miss by Memphis. The Warriors leading. Outside Kuminga. Over Jackson. Memphis with a rebound. Kennard outside. Fires from deep. Healed with the defensive effort.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
On the wing, Curry. And here's Green from the arc. The rebound by Edey. And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. Pass to Edey. Over Green. Oh, Green with a block. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Memphis has gotten 4 of 7 3-pointers to fall in the 4th. Here's Edey. Green covering. And it's Edey missing. Outside Curry. Launches a 3. Money! Stephen Curry, the 3-point king.
When it is crunch time and you've got Stephen Wardell Curry, the game plan is simple. Get him the ball.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Intercepted!
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Edey for 3. Pajemski grabs the board. And here's Green from the arc. No good that time. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And so it's Golden State winning this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.